Matt Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Good morning, Americans. It's Friday.
And what a Friday it is. Welcome to it. After a short week here. Right? Wasn't that this week? I mean, time goes by so fast. It might have been 4 weeks ago. I don't know. 4th of July was this week. Yeah, this last Sunday. Okay. Hey, welcome to it. All kinds of stuff to get to today. Got a nice, big, fat, super show thing lined up for you today. It's a super show thing.
No, it was a
Big,
super fat, big fat super show.
Super show thing lined up today. Jeffy found this funny. Is it a meme on Florida? And
well, it was sent
devastation.
To me. It was sent to me from a person who lives in Florida, and
one of the patio chairs had been blown over.
Well, they were saying what from Hurricane Elsa, with the damage that was done.
There it is. No. Hurricane Elsa 2021. We will rebuild. Those used to circulate every once in a while.
I'm sure that it's factually incorrect.
Yes, there's other damage to other, and people get all pissed off about that. But
I mean, Florida.
That's funny.
Can handle a tropical storm or a Cat 1. It's like standing on their hands.
Or Florida man.
And we just did find out that Florida does indeed have hands. Found that out this week as well.
We did.
Well, Florida could get through a hurricane or tropical storm standing on its hands. Really, Jeffy?
Yes.
Huh.
Yes, they can.
Florida, the state of Florida apparently does have hands.
Yes, thank you.
I love that. So it shot up the East Coast, and it's actually wreaking more havoc in New York City, it looks like.
Yeah, look at this, man. Flooding in the subways and stuff. It's pretty gross.
Yeah.
These people thinking they're going to, oh, gosh, don't do it. Bro.
I'm not sure what this guy is thinking with the,
what was he going to do?
Yeah. I don't. He's got the right idea, though. I don't want to touch that filthy water.
Right. He does have the right idea. Here's another idea.
I feel for him because I wouldn't want to get in that either.
Turn around.
Right.
That's
I thought your idea was going to be move. You live in New York City. Ugh.
Wonder how many rats drown in the
you don't know what's
subway
in that
flooding.
water's
No,
nasty.
you don't.
Oh, when the water
Rats,
recedes.
Can you imagine?
Oh, it's going to be
water's
nasty.
Ooh wee.
That's homeless refuge there, man.
Yeah. Well, at least it's underground, though. San Francisco just has their thing going on everywhere. Just all over the city. It's tent cities.
I've seen homeless refuge on subway steps before, but not on the platforms. Just the rats on the platform. So don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Yeah. I don't know that I've ever witnessed flooding like that in New York City. Have you?
No.
You remember it? I don't remember that ever happening.
I remember stepping into, a foot of water next to the curb coming out of cabs.
Oh, those are good days, right?
Yes, I remember those, but that's not, that's just melting of snow and rainwater. That's not flooding like that. No way.
Yeah. Well, this is where.
And you see the train still going by. It's still working. It's just weird.
It is weird. This will be where Al Gore takes credit. I told you this was going to happen. And it was going to happen by 2021. Now, you said it was going to be permanent, douche. That's what you said.
Okay. Permanent
douche.
That's a good band name.
888-933-93. Also, at Pat Unleashed on Twitter, we got the battle of the billionaires going to space. It's a space race between Richard Branson and Jeff Bezos. Although Branson said, I think we're just both happy for each other.
Are you?
I think he'd be happy to come watch me, and I'd be pleased to go watch him.
Okay. That's why you jumped the gun.
But here he is beating Bezos to space.
Branson's company, Virgin Galactic, revealed Thursday that he will attempt to fly in Virgin's rocket-powered plane on July 11th.
It's a cool-looking plane.
Notably,
yes,
9 days before Bezos' planned July 20th launch. I'm sure that's not an accident. CNN innovation and space correspondent Rachel Crane joins me now. Is this a little personal one-upmanship here?
Well, Jim, from the outside, it could look that way. But I spoke to Branson just, moments ago, and he maintains that this is not a race, that Bezos' plans did not impact his decision to join the flight manifest for this upcoming test launch. But, it is news here because originally Branson was not intended to be on this next test flight. He was going to be on the following
but not
test
a race.
flight.
Correct.
So this
But
is
you're
news
right.
here that Branson will
It's not a
be
race.
leading Jeff Bezos to space in just 10 days from now. I had an opportunity
Pause it for a
to
second.
speak with
What would
Branson.
be funny is if Elon Musk launches something today and he's inside it.
Yeah, it's not about winning, though. It's not about that.
I mean, all Elon has to say is they can go into their little bit of space all they want. I'm going to Mars.
Which is
So,
what he claims he's going to do.
So let them have their little
Yeah,
tiddlywink
that'll be
game
cute.
over there.
You go 3 feet into space,
Yeah.
I'm going to Mars. All right, let's see the rest of
I
this.
already sent one of my cars to space. Shut up.
asking him about the competitive nature between the two. Listen to what he had to say, Jim.
Oh, okay.
I would love Jeff to come and see our flight off.
Of course you would.
Whenever it takes place. And I would love to go
Whenever
and
it
watch
takes
him
place.
go in his flight. And I think both of us will wish each other well.
Sure.
And
Sure.
it really doesn't matter whether one of us
Really
goes
doesn't
a
matter.
few days before the other.
Right.
And Jim, Branson went
Thanks,
on to
Jeff.
tell me that the addition to this flight was the result of a successful test flight that the company had just 6 weeks ago, that it went off without a hitch. Also, the FAA gave them an updated license to fly space participants, and their engineers had given them the all clear for him to get on board. So he maintaining that this is not in an effort to beat Bezos to space. Jim?
Rachel, how about the businesses themselves? When do we expect both of them to be up and running? Do we have a date yet so that folks out there, well, if they have enough money, can buy tickets on these things?
Get this.
Well, the enough money is key here, because
Yeah.
a ticket on Blue Origin, Jeff Bezos' New Shepard spacecraft, it just went for $28 million.
Right.
And a seat on Virgin Galactic, over 600 of them have been sold. They went for about $200,000, $250,000. That's a cost that the company has said
600?
will likely go up. Actually, from that
$250,000
price tag.
apiece.
So these trips to space
Nice.
are pretty pricey, but Virgin Galactic and Branson saying that those commercial operations will begin early of next year, Jim. So they're still in their
right.
test flight phase.
All right,
But
Puddin'. Thanks a
Branson
lot. Appreciate
You have
that.
no idea how I want Elon to launch today.
I know. It'd be fun. And say,
it's not about who's first.
They're just happy.
I want to hear that.
I'm really.
Yeah, I think Richard and Jeff would come to mine, and I'd go to Richard and Jeff.
In fact, I called them last night and I invited them.
Yeah. Come see me go into space before you do.
That's what I said to him.
The really cool story embedded in the Bezos going is the 82-year-old Wally Funk, who should have been the first woman in space.
She was part of that when the Mercury program was going on. She decided, hey, let's get a bunch of women together and we'll go.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, and she scored better than John Glenn on many of the tests that they had to do. But then the government, in all of their wonderful wisdom, said, no more
girls
chicks going to
can't-
space.
No chicks.
And by the time they did allow that, she was considered too old.
Yeah.
So I'm glad she's finally getting to go.
That's cool.
There wasn't
That is a
room,
good
there wasn't
story.
room for an oven on Mercury, so sorry.
Well, they could have gotten an ironing board.
No. Leave him on this island. Don't you dare get on this island with him, dude. She is awesome. And she lives right
She is
here
awesome.
in Roanoke.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's incredible. She
Oh, I
lives
didn't
right
know that.
here.
That's
that's
really
awesome.
cool.
Yeah, I mean, she was writing letters to Eisenhower as a marksman when she was 14, and he wrote her back. I mean, she's lived a remarkable life, and I'm so glad she's finally getting the chance to go up to space, something that was robbed from her 40, 50 years ago.
Yeah, that's awesome. 888-900-3393. She's Monique has struck again.
Yeah, we got a big box of goodies here, guys.
Monique is a person who quite a few times has sent us boxes of goodies. Bless her heart. We got a Sour Patch Kids box.
I mean, we're stockpiled now for a while. She always does.
Airheads. All right.
I don't know. You want to pass around
Ooh, Nutter Butters and stuff.
Yes.
Oreos and cheese? Thanks, Monique.
Thank
You're a
you.
Sweetheart.
That's very cool.
I think your theory's correct. She's trying to fatten us up.
Trying to kill us. She's trying desperately. She wants to give us myocardial infarctions.
I'm sorry, what was that?
A heart attack.
Okay.
888-900-3393.
Yeah, so we're good for a while.
Oh, wow. Congress has taken some action after the Lego Capitol set was discovered at a rioter's home. Apparently, it was fully built, showing what their agenda was at maybe invading the Lego Capitol.
Yeah.
And now, here's
look at some of the aftermath inside
here's the
Capitol.
aftermath.
Oh, no.
Look
So
at that.
it did happen.
Yeah.
They tore the Capitol
And
to
just
shreds.
imagine, I mean, if you're
Legos everywhere.
If you're a senator walking through the halls, you step on one of those, I mean, you're done for.
Yeah.
You step on a Lego?
Yeah.
Barefoot?
It hurts. It hurts.
Yeah, game over.
Yeah.
So, what was the FBI director up there already testifying?
Yeah, the FBI director has been discussing this threat, this Lego threat.
Look at that.
He is.
There's the evidence right there in his hand. It's a Lego
Well, he's
piece.
holding it.
Yeah.
How do you can't dispute that now?
No, you can't.
He's got it right there in his hand.
But, I mean, are there any active
photographic
threats, Pat?
evidence.
Anything active going on?
I'm glad you asked me that, Keith, because, in fact, yes, there are. There
What?
are.
Oh, look at there!
Look at that. Look at that active Lego
White
threat.
supremacist
I mean, that is a
children.
terrorist training camp if I've ever seen one.
No
Yeah.
kidding.
Where they're getting to the children.
Getting
and
to the
teaching
children.
them early.
Play with Legos.
It's been happening a lot lately. Okay.
I mean, you guys jest,
Do we?
but
Do we?
reporters. It's been reported now that reporters have struggled to go back to the Capitol.
They have.
And do
they
their
have.
reporting since
Could you?
since 1/6.
Could you go back?
No.
If a bunch of people had actually entered the Capitol
Well, hang
building?
on. Have they picked up all the Legos yet?
No.
I know.
No.
I mean, that's going to be tough because then you're going to have these reminders everywhere you go, and you're going to watch where you step, and
imagine the trauma of being triggered by a Lego
that's just
piece.
it.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
just it, the trauma.
So
How could you work maybe 3 buildings away?
you couldn't.
AOC.
You could not.
Probably
I don't know
couldn't
how you
even
can
do
be in
that.
that same city. I think they should all leave and vacate D.C. That's what I think should happen. They shouldn't
I
be
like
subjected
that
to it.
idea a lot.
I like this.
Well, let's have them leave and just legislate from their home district or report from their home district.
Yes.
Go ahead and do that.
If you can't handle, if the trauma is too much.
Or if the trauma's too much, you should probably just all go ahead and resign en masse, I think. Just
Or
as
maybe
solidarity.
maybe find a new business to screw up, to not do well. All right.
Maybe.
So there you go.
I think we solved it.
You know what? It deserves the ridicule because of the hysteria that is coming from the
they
left
love this.
on January 6th.
They love it.
It's all they talk about. It's all, well, that and white supremacy, and
Yes.
really they're connected. And so they deserve to have this thrown back in their face because it's asinine. It's asinine. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Man, I did not know that part of hurricane preparation is apparently getting vaccinated.
Yeah, we just learned that.
If you're I guess this
Okay,
vaccinates against the virus and hurricanes.
Correct.
So you
Nice.
can't be hit by the hurricane. Well, it'll protect you like 84% of the way.
Yeah.
All right. So most of your body is protected from the hurricane.
Yeah. It really minimizes the damage around your house if you've been vaccinated when the hurricane hits.
So these are FEMA reps?
Yeah, this is good. They're going to tell you how to get prepared for hurricane season.
Okay.
Hurricane season is here, and the time to prepare is now.
Oh, that's Governor John
In
Bel
Louisiana,
Edwards.
Sure is.
We know what hurricanes can do to our communities and the importance of having an emergency plan.
Pause it.
Okay.
And
You
taking the
do?
steps to ready-
Alabama. This guy's a Republican.
Louisiana.
Oh, Louisiana. But he's a Republican, isn't he? Or maybe he's not. Maybe
I
Bell.
don't think so. I think he's a pro-life Democrat. John Bel
Start from the
Edwards.
beginning. Let me.
So he's sitting there with the FEMA chick, and she's a
That's her
Democrat.
actual title, FEMA chick.
Yeah, FEMA chick. Yeah,
So from the top, here we go.
they messed up her graphic, I think.
Hurricane season is here, and the time to prepare is now.
Right.
In Louisiana,
Louisiana,
we know what
not
hurricanes can do to our communities and the importance of having an emergency plan.
Pause it
and
for a second.
taking the steps.
Okay, in Louisiana, they know that. We don't know that in other places.
No.
Like it's a complete mystery to us what happens in hurricanes. A hurricane? What's that?
What are we doing?
What's that?
Oh, do we have any friends or family in Louisiana we can call and ask them what it's like?
I actually don't know anybody, I don't think.
Well, then you probably don't know what it's
Louisiana.
like,
I
then do
don't.
you, sir?
I don't.
Okay.
All right, let's see the rest.
Plan and taking the steps to ready yourselves, your family, and your community.
You can take simple steps to prepare for hurricanes, including getting a COVID-19 vaccine and building a Ready Kit with items and documents you need in case you need to evacuate.
What does one have to do with
the
the
best
other?
way to keep your family, your pets, and your neighbors safe is to have a plan. Visit
and
ready.gov to begin planning today.
Have a plan. Okay. And you like that? You like that little helpful tip?
I love it.
That's how you get prepared. You go and get the vax.
And that protects you from hurricanes.
Yes, it sure does. It's like preparing to overthrow a government by building a Lego set. I think it's kind of the same thing.
Now, what if you're not in Louisiana?
Then we don't know.
No.
We don't know anything about the hurricane, so we don't know.
I'm glad you clarified that, because we don't want people living along the coast that aren't in Louisiana listening to that FEMA tip.
Right.
It doesn't apply there.
No. In Louisiana, they know how to prepare for hurricanes. Other states, totally clueless.
Yeah.
They don't know how. They're like, what, should I go out on a boat right now?
Well, have you been vaccinated yet?
Yes.
Okay, well then now it's safe.
Now it's safe. Okay, I could go out on a boat. Okay.
Take it. I mean, they are slipping that message into everything they can possibly think of.
Yeah, because they've reached the number of Americans, pretty close anyway, who want the vaccine. All right, they got it. What did you think was going to happen here? We're going to get every living human being in this country vaccinated? Right. That was never going to be the case.
No, and one of the things that they actually talked about, and Biden mentioned it in one of his ramblings, that should have been done in the beginning, is made it available at doctors' offices.
Yes.
Because when I went to my doctor's office and he'd been vaccinated and he was talking to me about it, and I was like, all right, it's just like the flu shot. I was like, all right, let's have it.
Well, so you're ready to do it right then?
I can't give it to you. I can't give it to you. You have to go, get it at Walgreens.
Why
or
didn't they do that?
And I don't know.
That would have really increased the percentage, I think. All right, let me tell you about a great alternative to the cell phone carrier you have right now. If it's not Patriot Mobile. If it's not, you should switch to Patriot Mobile right now. We got all these major corporations who are woke, who are canceling free speech. We need to partner with companies deserving of our trust and that aren't fighting against our freedom. You know that many wireless companies support all the left-wing causes that threaten our freedoms and our beliefs, but not Patriot Mobile. Patriot Mobile is America's only Christian conservative wireless company. They donate a portion of every dollar to organizations that fight for causes you and I care about. Right now, they have two great offers you can choose from. Either get 50% off your first 2 months, or $100 off any phone. Both come with free Premier activation. Just go to patriotmobile.com/Pat. Get all the details. You're going to get the same nationwide coverage because they all use the same cell towers, but you're going to have the peace of mind knowing that they're not fighting against everything in your life.
Yeah, and you mentioned the free activation. I mean, that always angers me when I have to pay. I'm in here to sign up for your product. I just spent $1,000 on a phone, and you want me to pay to activate it?
Yeah, it's bizarre.
Up. Yeah, I appreciate this.
Again, patriotmobile.com/Pat. That's patriotmobile.com/Pat or 972-PATRIOT.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Okay.
Oh, no. I saw what you grabbed. No.
It's Dr.
On a Friday?
Yeah.
We got to do this guy on a Friday.
This guy, he's getting worse, not better.
Yeah, he knows
Fauci is worse.
He's losing his influence.
Not better.
He hates it.
And how dare you, little people, not believe and act on his every word? How dare you? Don't you know who he is?
Thank you. Do you know who I am?
Listen to this. This is great stuff.
Okay. This is not complicated.
No.
We're not asking anybody to make any political statement one way or another. We're saying try and save your life.
Yeah, that's all we're
and that
doing.
of your family and that of the community. It's, we have so many things, as you said, so many diseases that I deal with that don't have solutions. It's very frustrating. You don't have a treatment or you don't have a vaccine.
Right.
Here we have a vaccine
Here we have one.
that's highly, highly effective in preventing disease and certainly in preventing severe disease and hospitalization.
Right.
It's easy to get, it's free, and it's readily available. So, you've got to ask, what is the problem? Get over it. Get over this political statement. Just get over it and try and save the lives of yourself and your family.
You arrogant sack of crap. Who is he to tell us what to do with our bodies? You don't have any idea. Anthony Fauci has no idea what is preventing me or anyone else from getting that precious vaccine. He thinks he's so far above us. His intellect is so far beyond ours that the great Fauci he's like Zeus talking to amoeba. So he's got to talk down to us, and he has to tell us that he knows our thoughts and
Get
feelings.
over it, man.
He understands the cute, provincial, little wrong-headed beliefs we have, but he knows. Dr. Anthony Fauci knows that if he can just step down from Mount Olympus for just a moment, and he can cup us with his mighty hands right around our puny little faces, then he can finally get our attention so that we can understand once and for all the complexity of the scientific brilliance spilling forth from his noble and illustrious lips. We will, of course, when that happens, willingly submit to his superior intellect because he's just better than we are. He's so much better and more elite than we are. He knows. We don't know. Thank you, Zeus Fauci. Thank you. God of science, God of medicine. Thank you.
Wow.
For allowing us to live somewhere in your orbit. It's marvelous. It really
So
is.
he's graduated from sane.
Yes, to actual Greek God now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And
he's
then-
not the God.
He's
just a God.
Little
right.
G.
And I think this is an actual quote from a God, Fauci. Get over it.
Get over it.
Yeah.
So
Get over it.
Now, if you're on the fence,
Fantastic. Thank you.
and you're
I did.
my analogy runs out of steam there because you would have to sit down and willingly turn on CNN.
Yeah,
but let's just
that's
say
hard.
that you're on the fence and you flip on the TV and you see that arrogance telling you to go get the shot. There's a tiebreaker for you.
Stu presented a nice case, and by the way, don't be pissed at Stu. He's concerned for my welfare. But he laid out this case, and he did a lot of research on it, and it was a compelling case.
It was a very compelling case.
Of why I should get the vaccine. And so I've been leaning toward it until just now with this douchebag.
Oh, hang on.
I know.
Hang on a second. Okay, you know what? I got another clip for you.
Man.
This might help you make your mind up, though. Maybe this will sway you the other way. Because the HHS secretary, Xavier.
Oh, yeah.
What's his name? Becerra.
Yeah.
Oh, he makes a great case.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, watch
Doesn't
this.
he? Listen.
I wonder if you can answer that criticism. It's none of the government's business knowing who has or hasn't been
Thank you.
vaccinated. What do you say?
All right. What do you say?
Brianna, perhaps we should point out that the federal government has had to spend trillions of dollars to try to keep Americans alive during this pandemic. So it is absolutely the government's business. It is taxpayers' business if we have to continue to spend money to try to keep people from contracting COVID
here's an idea.
helping
Don't continue to
reopen
spend
the
the money,
economy.
though.
And so it is our business to try to make sure Americans can prosper, Americans can freely associate. And knocking on a door has never been against the law. You don't have to answer. But we hope you do, because if you haven't been vaccinated, we can help dispel some of those rumors that you've heard. And
I can't
hopefully
take
get
him
you vaccinated.
anymore. It might not be against the law, but it's against my HOA regulations.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. There's no soliciting in my neighborhood.
Thank you.
What if we discussed on this program, HOA trumps the Constitution? Okay?
Right.
Or any government
We've said it
action.
a million times.
Okay?
Yes.
Don't come knocking on my door, because it's not Three's Company at my house. Don't knock on my door. Keep your vaccine too.
There you go.
And the government, it is his business because the government spent trillions of dollars. Where do you think those trillions of dollars came from?
Thank you. He
genius?
acts like they're just.
He acts like they do a government bake sale every year and then sell millions of dollars worth of cookies and pie. And now that's their money.
That's their money.
And they're spending it on our behalf. Is that amazing?
That sure is.
That sums up the problem with this government.
And that also telegraphs the next step. We will know who is vaccinated.
Yeah.
And we will have records of this.
And damn it, if you won't capitulate willingly, we're just gonna force you. This is a little nudge, and then like Cass Sunstein's thing, what we used to talk about, the nudge and the shove.
Yeah.
And next comes the shove, where they just push us.
What do you think the timetable is on the shove, on the compulsory vaccination?
I think if they don't get the numbers they're looking for, probably by next year they'll start to really crack down.
After New Year's, then we start shoving.
Do you not get pushback on those running for re-election in your party, though? Yeah, I can't be. Let's wait till 2023.
This is split so down party lines right now. I think Democrats feel fine where they are with their position. That
they would.
I think they're fine with it.
Absolutely, in the safety of Americans.
Even the Washington Post wrote an article. I think this was in yesterday's paper or maybe the day before, where even they said, "Hey, if you want to increase the percentage of people to get the vaccine, bring Donald Trump out."
They were listening. They were listening
to the show, right?
Yeah.
It's just what we were saying, either on this show or Glenn's.
We talked about it the other day,
That's
Wednesday
right.
on Glenn.
That's amazing. And that's what they should do. They should bring Donald Trump out and say, and in fact, they said it was the greatest medical achievement in world history, coming up with a vaccine in less than a year.
Was this bylined by Trump?
I know. You would think so. And they said, give him credit for it, parade him out, and have him push the vaccine.
And it's just amazing how this is completely flipped 180 degrees.
It is.
Whereas, 8 months ago, it was Trump pushing it and the left screaming, including Biden and Harris.
And Kamala Harris,
I'm not going to get your filthy
I don't trust
vaccine.
anything from this administration as president, and now it's completely 180 degrees. It's amazing. It's amazing. And what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on this Pfizer saying, we might need a third dose in you?
Oh, jeez.
I mean, so on Tuesday, it comes out that Pfizer's two-dose thing doesn't work on the Delta variant. And 48 hours later, they're like, we've got this third one ready to go. We just need to get it approved.
Yeah, they had talked about the third one
a few times
ago. Yeah,
but now they're really pushing it. Now they're
because the Delta variant is so scary.
Yeah, and if that's not scary, what about the Lambda variant?
Yeah.
You got that coming right in behind it.
Isn't that the same one?
And no. It's let's see, the Lambda variant is from Peru. The Delta variant is from India.
Right.
Yep. And then the Loki variant is from some other dimension.
Is the Peru one tied
it's from Asgard, I think,
right?
right?
It's
from Asgard.
Yeah, Asgard.
Is the Peru one tied to the Brazilian variant? I mean, I don't know. I'm asking. I'm not being funny. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not sure about the
because I tell you what,
one.
Jeffy, they may be the same. Because if you would know they were different, because they would name it the Brazilian variant because it wasn't in China or someplace where you're not allowed to name it geographically.
And they did at one point. I mean, Brazil was on fire, pretty much with their variant. So I don't know.
Yeah, they were. And I'm not sure which one that was. Was it the UK? I think they called it the UK variant at that time.
Oh, that might have been.
And is that the beta variant now? I don't know.
I don't know.
So what do you make of this stat
don't know.
from WebMD that's making the rounds? They looked at healthcare fields, pharmacists, blah, blah, blah. So who was getting the vaccine? And the highest hesitancy in the medical field were medical assistants, emergency medical technicians, and home health, nursing, psychiatric, personal care aides. 20% of them are vaccine hesitant. That's interesting that those that deal in such close proximity to the vaccine itself are the ones that are most hesitant in getting it.
Yeah. Nurses that we know have, to a person, recommended against it. So that doesn't mean all nurses are against it. That just means the ones in my orbit, my family's orbit, they don't like the vaccine and they don't intend on taking it. Huh. Yeah, I wonder why would that be? Huh. Weird. 888-900-3393. More Pat Gray Unleashed coming up. Got some tweets here. Dr. Mojo Martian tweets, Elon will go to space. Branson and Bezos are just going space adjacent. Brian Moore tweets, Fauci has lied so much, yet we're to follow him to the needle? Yeah.
Yeah, his track record, not so good.
F in Florida, man. Fauci is the god of science, the same way Jeffy is the god of yoga and fitness. See, I think what
Why is he trying to equate
what he's saying there, Jeffy, is that you're overweight.
I believe.
That's what yeah, or that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not. So you're not following, Jeffy?
You didn't get that from there. Okay.
Why don't you do some yoga for us, since you're the
god of yoga and
fitness.
fitness.
Time yet.
We just got back from a break.
I do hot yoga in the afternoon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hot yoga.
Yeah, in the afternoon.
Oh no! Here come the memes. Here come the Jeffy yoga memes.
BJM Golf tweets, the government also spends millions of dollars on F-15s. So does the taxpayer get to take those for a spin?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Also from, is that brandished finger guns.
Okay.
The Loki variant is an acronym from a separate timeline.
So we don't have to worry about it then.
Yeah.
There you go. Don't worry about it.
Somewhere else.
That's a joke for those watching Loki on Disney Plus, which I had a story. We haven't gotten to it, but it's been around for a while. The director of Loki has talked about how important it is.
Oh, no.
That he's let us know
don't.
that Loki is bisexual.
Okay.
And gender fluid. So it's so important to let you know that this fictional, non-existent character, and probably carrier. He's probably got all kinds of diseases. Look where he's been.
All over the universe, right?
All over.
So
the place.
okay, so because that gave me pause in one of the episodes because he mentions it casually. You know?
Yeah.
And so I go.
I think just last week, wasn't it?
Yeah, third episode, fourth episode.
When
anyway.
he mentioned he's bi.
Well, hold on. But I actually let out this wince in my house. Like, come on, what in the world? And so one of my children says that in Viking mythology or whatever,
Loki is gender
he
fluid.
actually was.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, fine, but I don't need that from Disney.
Yeah.
And what does it matter? I mean, the guy is traveling different timelines looking for different timeline business. I mean, hello, what does it matter?
Different timeline business.
If you could travel different timelines, you'd be traveling looking for timeline business too, my friends.
No, I don't really think I would.
Yes, you would.
No.
Yes, you would. I guarantee that.
I disagree with your guarantee.
That's chewing the fat fact right there. Business.
That's great. All right. Some animals at the zoos in Madison and Milwaukee, Wisconsin will receive an experimental COVID-19 vaccine. Animals susceptible to the respiratory disease are expected to be inoculated with the vaccine authorized by the U.S. Department of Agriculture by late July. Who developed this, I wonder?
What in the world?
We're going to vaccinate animals? Have we ever done that for anything?
I don't know, but where's PETA?
I don't know. Right.
Well, we give them rabies shots, right? Stuff like that. But where's PETA? On there's no consent here? The animals don't get a chance to say, no, I heard that Fauci, he's a liar. Come on.
No COVID-19 infections. Okay, this is great. No infections have been found in animals at the Milwaukee County Zoo or the Madison Zoo, but some of the big cats at the Bronx Zoo,
they were tested positive,
became sick.
I think wasn't an animal in San Diego positive as well?
I don't know. I don't know. But I'm going to say, all right, if they got COVID-19, oh well. Mm-hmm. Okay,
you're an animal.
You're going to inoculate them?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
We could inoculate them, or we could, what's the 3 words I'm looking for? Put them down.
Yeah, you could do that.
We could do that.
But they're going to vaccinate great apes, tigers, lions, and...
Please say bears so I can say oh my.
Otters.
Oh
my. You can say oh my
right there.
Otters.
They're going to vaccinate otters, skunks, and badgers.
Oh my gosh, let me grab a skunk and hope he doesn't spray me while I try to inoculate him from some disease he's never going to get. Shut up.
So crazy.
Do you want skunk spray spreading COVID-19? No. No, you do not.
Wow, thanks for setting me straight. I wasn't.
Okay.
I didn't see the bigger picture
You
there.
put that right into its proper context. Thank you, Jeffy.
Yeah.
Thank you. You're a hero. Not all heroes wear capes.
Thank you.
All right, I'll just say that much right now.
So wait a minute. Is it fair to say that the humans were the test trial for the animals?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is fair to say that. Yes, I'm going to say yes to that. Hey, they put meth in waterways. Not on purpose, of course. I think it just happens to wind up there. You know, it's like the friggin' frogs and turning them gay.
Yeah.
We don't actually, I don't think we're on purpose turning them into gay frogs.
No, it's just the
it's just a byproduct of what
uptake inhibitors that are going into the waters,
right? Well, the methamphetamines that wind up in waterways might be turning trout into addicts.
Oh, yes, junky fish.
Yeah.
Oh, good band name.
You see them in creek corners. And they're
no. Are they sniffing and stuff?
They're sniffing and soliciting, and they whisper to their fish that are swimming by, "Hey, buddy, come here."
We just had a report of trout
fish
attack in the Detroit River. They were just slamming up against the boats, man.
It must suck not being able to wipe your nose because you ain't no hands,
Right?
You're a fish junkie.
Yeah. I mean, if you have really long gills, maybe
sure,
the little fin. Yeah. Brown trout can become addicted to the illegal drug methamphetamine when it accumulates in waterways, according to new research. Apparently, they're investigating now whether illicit drugs alter fish behavior at levels found in bodies of water.
We need a few $1 million study.
Thank you.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
I need at least $3
and it's
million
brown
to get
trout.
this.
I love how they point that out. That's
yeah.
Huh.
But,
What
so
are they
we got
saying?
that. We got the chemicals in the water that are, of course.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the
Freaking frogs gay.
Do you understand that? Turn the freaking
Frogs gay. Frogs gay. Frogs.
crap gay. Frogs. Frogs. Not funny.
Frogs.
Real slow for you.
Gay.
Frogs.
Gay.
Yeah, the uptake inhibitors were with the shrimp.
That's right.
They were committing shrimp
They lose their governors.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then they swim right up to seagulls and say,
Says,
eat me.
I've seen it.
I dare you.
I've seen it. Eat me.
And it's been proven now. It's a fact. That's a fact.
With these uptake inhibitors.
Was Alex was just on Elijah's show.
Yeah,
Elijah
a week or two ago. Yeah.
Or was it vice versa?
I don't know. It looked like the shot that I saw looked like they did the show at Alex's studio. Now Elijah had his background there, but the set that they were on looked like it was Alex's studio. So
I didn't catch the whole thing. I just caught the tail end of it, and I've been meaning to do this ever since to find out what he was saying about Glenn because
he went off
was
onto it,
shouting about Glenn. Here's what he had to say.
I would love nothing more than to see Glenn Beck, who does a great job, literally fully energized with hatred for the New World Order, endowed with the power to crush Satan. And I'm ready to invoke, I'm ready to bring him into the club and give him lightning from Zeus.
If you really wanted to give Glenn Beck and
it's like Unicron gives Megatron the power to become Galvatron. I am ready to literally give Glenn Beck a new body and troops to
I am
command.
so confused. I'm used to recording out of our broom closet. This set is so complex. I don't know what to do.
I'm ready to give Glenn Beck a new body and troops to command.
Okay. That's some weird stuff.
I know.
So wait a minute.
That's
We've
weird
had
stuff.
two Zeus references today. I'd like to point out.
Oh, that's right.
And it's not even hour one done. That's interesting.
It's weird.
Huh. So troops to command. What's that? What do you think that's all about? Huh?
I don't
know.
No. And does he have the power to give Glenn Beck a new body and troops to command?
I guess so.
Wow. I don't
Zeus.
know. Weird stuff.
He's Zeus, I think is the word you're looking for. He's Zeus.
He's Zeus.
It's Galvatron and Megatron.
Here's another thing that's hard to figure out. This new thing from John Cena. He's apparently, is he selling a product here for
I don't know what
Hong
this is.
Kong
I
or
just
China?
know that it doesn't come across like he intended, I think. It's
All
just the
right.
weirdest thing. He's
老干嘛？老干嘛？老干嘛？老干嘛？
老干嘛？
西俩花梗老干嘛？老干嘛？老干嘛？
Look at that face. He needs to be committed.
What was it, 2 weeks ago?
I thought he was a hawking of a product.
It was 2 weeks ago that he was apologizing to China, essentially, because he said something about Hong Kong. No, Taiwan. He mentioned Taiwan.
Oh, that's right.
And how dare you mention Taiwan as a separate entity from China? You can't do that. And so apparently this is part of his continuing to bend over backward for China.
Forwards.
Or forward. What? Maybe both.
He's definitely bending forward.
He's bending forward.
Yeah, got to tie his shoe. His shoes are on.
He's
got to reach over there and get him.
It's despicable what these people are doing.
That was weird.
To what? And for what? Financial gain. That's the only motivation there can be, is financial gain, because you want to be in the Chinese market. You want access to $1.4 billion, and many of them are 1.4 billion people who have dollars to spend now. And many of them do, because they brought, with the capitalism hybrid they're doing now, they've brought 400 million people out of poverty.
Yeah.
So,
and that's, I mean, was he hawking that product?
I don't know what. Honestly, I have no idea what that was.
So weird.
He was just practicing his Mandarin, maybe.
Do you have to make weird faces like that?
Can we get a still shot on that last? That is the kind of face you would see if you visited a mental institution.
Yeah,
like that outro shot of his. Oh no.
Okay.
You look like an idiot.
Yeah, you do.
His forehead.
And did he cut himself? What is that? Yeah, what is on his forehead?
That's weird, start to finish.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what's going on.
Corby just told me that's a lobotomy scar. Absolutely.
Maybe. All right. Been talking about rough greens for quite a while now. It's a powder that you sprinkle over your dog's dry kibble dog food that's had all the good stuff burned out of it. But when you sprinkle it over your dog's food, you're providing your dog with essential vitamins and minerals, probiotics, omega oils, pretty much everything your dog needs to be healthier, happier, and more active. Most dogs love it right from the start. Mine certainly did. I know Glenn's did, and Stu's. Keith needs to get his dogs checked. They didn't take to it as quickly.
And that's a fact.
And
I
so
do need to.
You do. You need to have them checked. And so what you want to do first is check to see if your dog will like this stuff. And we're going to send you a free bag of Rough Greens so that you can try it out. All you have to do is pay for the shipping. Go to roughgreens.com. That's roughgreens.com, RUFFgreens.com, or call 833-ROUGH-DOG. Get your free bag today.
Pat Gray returns.
All right, let's go to Colin in North Carolina. Hey, Colin, you're on the Blaze.
Good morning.
Morning.
Bingo.
Nice.
Oh, nice. All right.
Yes. Tell us where bingo happened.
I've got it in the far left column, starting with Jeffy, business.
Not business.
Business.
Thank you. All right.
Old ass bum in there.
Yeah. All right.
Teeth, get out of my face.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 9 years old, and I know that.
Okay.
And Pat Gray's original
song. All
There
righty.
you go.
Nicely done.
Congratulations.
Don't spend that 35. Well, yeah, you have to spend it all in one place.
You got to.
So never mind. Appreciate it. Thanks for listening. Enjoy the merch.
Got those strings attached there.
All right. 888-900-3393. You know, it's only 61 days.
Oh.
61 days now. BYU, Arizona, in Las Vegas. Start of college football season. 61 days away.
It's exciting, actually. I'm ready for it.
Oh, it's awesome. It's less than a month from the fall, camp.
Yeah.
So.
What's the date of your first game? Because Nebraska plays in 50 days.
Really?
Mm-hmm. August 28th.
Okay. Is it
For
September
real?
4th?
Yeah, so if you go to HuskerMax.com, which I know you gentlemen, as your starting page.
You can't get me off
they have
HuskerMax.com.
They have a countdown.
You can't get me off it.
That you can see there.
Uh-huh.
We're at 50 days and counting. In 5 hours and 9 minutes and
days.
1 second.
And who are they playing?
At Illinois. This was supposed to be in Ireland before COVID.
Oh.
And so now it's in Champaign, Illinois. So, all right.
Okay.
Dublin, Champaign, Illinois, same thing, right?
Same thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's about the same vibe, yeah.
Yeah.
So, it's September 4th. BYU plays Arizona September 4th in Vegas. And then Utah the next week.
Wow, early.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
Got to win that one. Can't have it be 10 years in a row. Can't. After that, it's Arizona State. Then got maybe a little bit of a breather with South Florida and Utah State. Then your Boise State rivalry. Baylor, Washington State, Virginia. The powerful Idaho State Bengals. You don't want to mess with it. When Idaho State and BYU get together on the football field, you can throw out all the record books.
Are they playing in Tampa against South Florida, or is USF coming?
No, that's in Provo.
Provo.
Yeah. And then to finish off the season, Georgia Southern, USC. Pretty good schedule. 7 Power 5 teams this year.
Doesn't sound as strong as last year, though.
Oh, it's what?
It doesn't sound as strong as last year.
It doesn't?
No.
When they played Texas State and
Coastal Carolina.
Louisiana Tech, was it? Coastal Carolina?
Yeah. It doesn't sound as strong.
Does it?
No, it doesn't.
No. They go 11-1 or 12-0 this year. You can't keep them out of the playoff. You can't.
Want to bet?
You can't. I do. I'll bet you. If they were unbeaten, no way can you keep them out of the playoff.
Well, if they were undefeated last year, you had the argument to not keep them out.
But it was less of an argument because of the schedule.
What's the bet here, gentlemen?
But that Coastal Carolina game, man,
sucked. 1 yard short of winning it and being unbeaten.
Horrible.
Yeah, they didn't play well that game. What's the bet on what? On what they wind up?
Well, I thought, I guess first they'd have to go undefeated.
Yeah, first they have to. Yes.
So you know what? This is too much work. Forget it.
You just take it one game at a time, and who knows what happens by the end of the season.
Is that your prediction, though? Is that an official prediction?
No, it is not. I want it to be. Maybe by the time the season rolls around, I'll predict it.
After fall camp, undefeated. Undefeated.
All right, 888-900-3393. More Pat Gray Unleashed coming up.
Good morning, American. It's Friday.
Got some tweets here to start up the hour. And by the way, we should do like a Free Speech Friday thing. Anything you want to call about if you hadn't had a chance to sound off on, it's been on your mind, it's eating you alive. Share it with us. 888-900-3393. Meanwhile, at Pat Unleashed on Twitter, Whiskey Tango Life tweets, I guarantee you that if any animals die in the zoo from the vaccine, the left will flip out. But choose to ignore the death and side effects for humans. Yeah, I mean, sure, they value animal life over human life by a lot. Hippie Patriot, also known as the whole shebang. So if you eat trout high on meth, do you get high? Just asking for Jeffy.
We can hope.
We can hope. Okay.
Creepy Biden whispers, eventually the government will require all cows to get a COVID vaccine. That way they can still get it into us when we eat our hamburgers.
That doesn't sound far-fetched, actually.
Not at all.
No, it does not.
I'm a lickin' butter. Tweets, if it's the government's business to know our vax status because it costs them money, it's no stretch that they'll need to know what we eat, drink, or our exercise habits, gun ownership. Yes. All of that.
Oh, they believe that wholeheartedly anyway.
You bet they do. They absolutely do. All right, we got to play this Joe Biden clip from yesterday. This guy is just so lost. And I know that's not a surprise. We talk about it almost every day. But it boggles my mind how it continues without any sort of notice from mainstream media. Isn't it amazing?
It is.
I mean, they don't mention it ever. And when he's lost like this, when he's doing these big, long pauses, or he goes off on some tangent, and then he has to say, look, what I've said too much. That kind of stuff.
Wait, you said nothing at all, man.
I've said too much. I have. I'm gonna get in trouble here for talking. You shouldn't talk. Sometimes I forget I'm the president. In fact, I always forget I'm president. Who has my pudding? Is it time? Okay. Here he is yesterday on accomplishing our goals in Afghanistan.
We went for two reasons. One.
To to. Uh-oh.
Why are we
bring
oh my
Osama bin Laden to the gates of hell.
Okay,
As I said at the
stop
time.
for a second.
Yeah, that was a 4-second pause. I was looking
Was
at
it
the clock.
4?
I looked at the clock there. You want to do this again?
Yes.
Watch the clock.
Crazy.
My goodness.
Start from the top.
We went
We went.
for 2 reasons.
All right.
1, to
1, 4, 5.
bring
5 if you
Osama
go.
bin
I think 5.
Yeah, when you
The
start
gates
to
of hell.
because I started whatever.
As I
Doesn't
said,
but still.
the second reason was to eliminate Al-Qaeda's capacity to deal with more attacks in the United States from that territory.
Now he's
We
straight
accomplished both of those objectives.
Okay. Wow.
Powerful, right? Right.
Right.
Oh, that's bumming there. Right. One of your listeners pointed out, wasn't Biden against taking out Osama bin Laden?
Yes, he was.
That's a good refresher.
Remember when it was the toughest decision in 505,000 years?
Was the word millennia in there or something? I don't know.
Something
could have been.
And he said, I even advised, well, he didn't even talk like that back then, but I advised him against it. Mm-hmm. Really? You said don't take out Osama bin Laden? And why? Why did you say that? He's never explained that, of course.
No, I guess his argument would be that he would want them to capture him, right?
I don't know.
Puddings and eating.
Yeah.
There's our fearless
I heard
leader.
and there's more, more of his ramblings about that. But it's funny how they've upped the date now, right? It's not September 11th. It's the end of
August 31st.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's still behind the timeline that Trump had.
Right.
So
yeah,
it's not you, bro.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I think it's a good time to leave. I mean, I don't know how long how long do you stay? It's been 20 years now, and I mean, do we just stay forever like we did in Korea?
I guess.
Do we stay forever like Japan and Germany? You could, I guess. I don't want to. In fact, I'd like to bring, if it was up to me, I'd bring the troops home from Korea, from Japan, from Germany, and I'd protect our southern border. That's what I'd do. But who am I?
You're
What
still
do I
gonna
know?
you're
Nothing.
still gonna send some of the troops that are coming home from Afghanistan to Haiti, though, right?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not
because
going to Haiti.
that needs to happen.
And they're talking about that.
I know.
That's actually
and I
been
guarantee you that's
brought
gonna
up
happen.
already.
Yeah, I was thinking about that last night, because obviously you and I both talked about Haiti on our shows yesterday, but I was thinking that's absolutely going to happen last night. They're gonna do that.
They
They're gonna
could.
send their soldiers
Yeah,
down
maybe we could
Could.
take a break from nation building. Could we?
That's what I'd like to do.
You know,
like a long break, like a forever break from nation.
And wasn't this Haiti guy?
What about when would you get back into it?
No, I
though?
wouldn't. I wouldn't get
That's the
back
point,
into
is-
it. Yeah, that's
no.
my point.
Well,
Is
let's take a long break. Let's take a long
really
break.
long. Yeah.
And I don't know what you guys said about Haiti, but isn't that what we always tell other countries to do? Is to take care of their issues?
Yeah.
You know, you overthrow your government. You take care of it the way you want to. Stop calling on us to come and help every time. So isn't that exactly what's happening down there right now?
Yeah, but we got
the
pretty.
president?
Yes, I mean it's darn near.
So why is it our problem at all?
Well, it's not.
It better
It's
not
not
be.
really, but
Better
I
not
mean,
become
we've
that.
spent so much money and we've helped them so much after the earthquake and the storms. We really should have gone down there and opened up casinos and let an NFL franchise open up in Port-au-Prince.
In a
And
dome,
so
in a
then-
dome, though.
And
It's too
in that
hot.
way, it would have helped their economy and it would have boomed Haiti throughout. I mean, that was the Jeff Fisher plan.
It feels like
years
nation
ago.
building, though. Mm-hmm. Even though it sounds like fun, and I will totally go to the casinos in the NFL game that you're talking about, but it just sounds like nation building, and that's not our job. Sorry.
No, we need to get out of that business. I'm tired of it. It doesn't work out well. We still loosely have the Monroe Doctrine, where we supposedly don't allow communism.
Obama
in our
kind of
hemisphere.
urinated on that.
Yeah, but that's kind of out the window now. But we sort of have some lingering effects.
We certainly used it, when we took, I don't know, Grenada, but I don't even want to talk about
Oh no, we triggered him. I wasn't even trying.
It was in the Island of Spice was in the back of my mind on that, and but for your benefit, I didn't bring it up.
Wow.
But I had
tried to.
Because I know you hate to talk about it.
Here we go.
I felt you thinking about it, and I just.
You okay?
Do you need a minute?
No.
Okay. All right. Good.
But seriously, I mean, this should start a trend. Let's stop nation building. If we are attacked by someone, we go, we kick butt, we take names, and then we go home.
Then we're supposed to come home. Yeah.
Just come home.
It's a concept.
It is a concept.
And the only time by the way, that we kick butt and take names is if we've been attacked first, or if we're defending ourselves somehow, and then we crush the threat and eliminate it, and then we move on.
Mm-hmm.
Get the hell out and come back home, and okay, sayonara, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Bye-bye now.
Now, if Haiti wants to submit to be the 51st state, then we can talk about intervening.
Oh, we don't need them to be a state. Ooh, no.
Yeah, and Puerto Rico would be pissed.
I know.
Yeah. Hey, they jumped the gun. They jumped in line.
Then you got the Dominican right there, so they're going to be really pissed.
Yeah, we got to get to an even number. So now that's when you add D.C. and...
I like the round number of 50. I say we stay there.
I like that plan. I endorse that fully. Let's
You're
just stay
locked
put.
in. You're shutting down nation building.
Yeah.
You're not allowing any more states.
Yeah, right.
Wow, closing the door behind you.
Right.
You're like, I like the country the way it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, a few tweaks here and there, but no more states. No more states, and no more nation building, and no more intervening in other people's
he's going to be
problems.
coming up with some other doctrine we're going to have to follow, whatever.
Yeah, it's the Gray Doctrine.
The Gray Doctrine.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
I like it.
mind our own business.
Oh.
That's the Gray Doctrine now.
Oh, speaking of nations that need to overthrow their governments, Iran is having a really big event this weekend where they've got leaders around the world, like former Canadian Prime Minister Stephen Harper is going to speak.
Nice.
I thought it was weird that. But Joe Lieberman's there, but Sheila Jackson-Lee, that was an odd one.
Are they there?
No,
or?
it's all virtual, and
okay.
yeah, and so it's just a big thing this weekend from people that no longer live in Iran that are trying to for regime change.
It's an Iranian dissident movement.
Yeah,
holding an annual. This is an annual thing. World Summit. Saturday through Monday, supporters at rallies in 105 countries coming together virtually to call for Iran's oppressive theocracy to be overthrown and replaced with a democracy.
Is Iran shutting down the internet this weekend?
Seriously.
I'll bet they will.
Seriously. And that was interesting. You just said it happens every year.
Mm-hmm.
This is the biggest push that I wasn't familiar that it was happening every year.
Me neither.
I just wish this stuff would get some traction. When someone that was friendly to them was in the White House, like a Donald Trump, as opposed to Obama turning his back on them, and of course Biden going to be doing the same.
Yeah, of course. No doubt about that. They have no interest in freedom, really. No. And we could help this along. I'm not saying that we should completely ignore everybody who is struggling. I mean, you can give them support in some ways without sending our military over there.
You know what? A tweet from Obama in 2009 would have gone a long way.
A tweet.
Sounds like you're headed back in the nation building plan again.
No.
It's just me, though. It's just me.
I'm saying absolutely no armed forces going to Iraq.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
I think that's dollars exchange hands.
That's a good place to draw that. Wait a minute.
A few weapons, maybe, but
Ronald Reagan, is that you?
Yes.
Is that you?
Well, Ronald Reagan's deal was he went through the wrong territory to do that. That was, he did that the wrong way. He went through Managua, Nicaragua to do that.
Yes, he did.
The whole Central American thing. And so it should also be on the up and up. It should be out there and transparent. And whatever help we're giving them should be transparent help. But no military. Don't mistake me. No military. Okay? We don't need to get enmeshed in another stinking civil war.
I'm just saying what it sounded like. Okay?
I know.
That's all.
I know. But yeah, General James L. Jones, National Security Advisor to Obama, Sheila Jackson-Lee, Joe Lieberman, Stephen Harper. I haven't heard from Stephen Harper in quite a while.
Yeah.
Since he
lost
left
to Trudeau, right?
Yeah.
That stinks. Come on, Canada. Yep. And then they reelected him. And
jeez. Stupid Canadians. Yeah, we tried to show you the way.
Yeah.
Wouldn't pay attention.
Well, good luck to Iran. I mean,
good luck.
If there's ever a people that need to be free.
Well, they just got the new guy, right?
Yeah. Oh, let's give him a chance, right? You want to give the new guy a chance.
And he's apparently...
He's worse than the whole bunch of them.
Yes. Yes, he's a super hardliner. So,
maybe
you just got a new guy. Give him a chance.
Maybe you get what you pay for.
And I think they'll find that's exactly what they're going to get.
Yeah.
They're going to get
wish
what they
them
paid
well
for.
over there.
Yeah.
Good luck, Iran.
All right. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Is Michael Avenatti going to participate in the Iranian freedom movement?
I don't think he's on the list of speakers.
He's not on the list?
He was going to.
Yeah.
Wow.
He was on the original list.
What's hampering him in his efforts
He's
now?
got
What got in the way?
30 months in prison.
Was he crying or something? I hear that he cried.
I mean, if you're going 30 months in prison, you might cry too.
Probably not the last time he's going to cry in prison either.
I would for sure cry if I was doing 30 months in prison.
Yeah. So, boy, the man who would be president. Remember how the left thought that he's going to take down Donald Trump and be the 2020? He was making plans to be in the primaries and stuff.
They loved
and they
Michael
flipped
Avenatti
immediately.
Yeah,
there's
a couple examples of that.
Yes.
And here they are.
He's Donald Trump's worst nightmare. Michael Avenatti.
Joining us once again is Michael Avenatti.
Let's bring in Michael Avenatti.
Michael Avenatti. Michael Avenatti.
Michael Avenatti, thank you very much.
He's out there saving the country.
Don Meacham says he may be the savior of the republic.
You are something of a folk hero now.
I owe Michael Avenatti an apology. I've been saying enough already, Michael. I've seen you everywhere. What do you have left to say? I was wrong, brother. You have a lot to say. I am just dying to hear what you think.
These people all like you.
I'm the only person right here Donald Trump fears more than Robert Miller.
We think you guys are the tip of the spear that's going to take down Donald Trump.
Michael Avenatti's a beast.
Okay, that's true.
And
he's a beast.
He's a beast.
I hand it to her, and I hand it to Michael Avenatti.
But he has a bigger calling here. That being a lawyer is minimal compared to what he's doing.
No one has talked tougher directly to Donald Trump on TV than Michael Avenatti, and Donald Trump is afraid to mention his name.
I think you need to look up what talked directly to means. Oh no! You might want to just check the dictionary definition of talked directly to. That's not a television thing. Okay. He talked directly to him on TV remotely from 3,000 miles away. Yeah, I don't think that means what you think it means. Oh, no. Okay?
You keep using the word.
Right.
I don't think it means what you think it means.
Let's see the rest.
That's fascinating. Donald Trump is terrified of Michael Avenatti.
He gives Trump a run for his money more than anybody else, Michael Avenatti.
An existential threat to the Trump presidency.
The Democrats could learn something for you. You are messing with Trump a lot more than they are.
He has no doubt created sheer panic in Donald Trump's very fragile mind.
Michael Avenatti is laying down the law as guest co-host. And is he really thinking about running for president?
One reason why I'm taking you seriously as a contender is because of your presence on cable news.
You look at the field of Democrats right now, and Avenatti's the one who stands out.
If they decide they value a fighter most, people would be foolish to underestimate Michael Avenatti.
I have always said that they need a fighter. Look, I mean, we're going to continue to use the media. I think we've used it with great success.
That is astounding.
That sure is.
Knowing what we know now. He's headed for prison, and they loved him.
I mean, they got him headed to prison for his, his extortion attempt on
Nike.
I mean, I don't know that.
Yeah.
I mean, every attorney kind of does that. I think. No, they don't, Jeff. Stop it. They don't. But he pushed the bear going up against Nike, and sometimes you don't want to push the bear.
That's right.
You just want to. Sometimes you just want to extort money from clients, and use that money.
And don't think he didn't do that.
No,
too.
he absolutely did that. Remember his one client, that he got a big $4 or $5 million settlement for. Mm-hmm. The paraplegic guy, and the guy would call and say, "Hey, Michael, I'm going broke. I can't pay my rent. I need some money." So Michael would stop by with an envelope of cash. Why don't you just give me my money from the settlement?
Give it all to him, which he didn't do.
I get tied up. It said I gotta do this, and I can't do this, and he just kept giving him, kept stringing him along with it, man. Mm-hmm. Just incredible.
Let me tell you about Omega XL. If you're in pain, you've got inflammation, and it's causing you irritation and pain, and it just saps the life out of you after a while. If you can't get rid of it, it's so obnoxious. That's why there's Omega XL. This is all natural. It's omega fatty acids. They get it from the water around New Zealand. And it's a tiny little gel cap that's super easy to swallow. So that's thing one. You can take it really easily. It builds up in your system, and then it shuts off the inflammation. It's got an off switch for it. It neutralizes it, and then the pain and stiffness in your joints and your muscles, it goes away. This can change your life. And again, it's not something you're going to get addicted to, something your body becomes dependent upon, because it is natural. And it works. To get you started, when you go to Omega XL right now, you buy one bottle, we'll give you a second one for free. So go to omegaxl.com/Pat. That's omegaxl.com/Pat. Or you could call 800-844-4880. All right. 888-900-3393. And at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Proud Mr. Graybeard tweets, our government can't do anything about Chicago. Can you imagine the amount of money Haiti would take?
Oh, they already have, really. I mean, they have taken millions of dollars.
Yes.
I mean, they just have.
Yes.
Seriously. You know how much money was raised after the earthquake? Mm-hmm. People were putting money in jars at grocery stores.
Well, from the Clinton
months.
Foundation alone.
Yeah, the Clinton.
Wasn't it $10 billion?
Yeah, and then the Clintons went and cashed what? How much of that?
They squandered virtually all of it.
Squandered. Yeah. One man squandered is another man's steal.
Yep. In fact, remember when Lori Lightfoot tweeted after all the violence in Chicago and Trump was speaking about, hey, you want me to send some help? We'll send you some help if you want. Under no circumstances, she tweeted, will I allow Donald Trump's troops to come to Chicago and terrorize our residents. Then after this weekend, Chicago mayor asks Biden for help after bloody 4th of July weekend. You don't think that's all political? No, that's silly. No, of course not.
No, because now the troops are Biden's troops.
Right. Yes,
so
right. Yes.
They'll be helpers.
So 104 people were shot over the weekend. 18 died. So what that means really is most Chicago residents didn't shoot anybody.
Thank you.
That's what that means.
Thank you. And
they're fine.
That's a good silver lining,
right?
Patrick.
That's just, yes. Let's look at the glass as half full, shall we?
If I heard the stat right, I think the numbers are still down from last year.
Right.
So
it's like I said, most of the people in Chicago didn't shoot anyone.
Thank you.
Most of them.
Most of them. In fact, the vast majority.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's a good way to look at it.
Look at 104 bad apples. Don't spoil the whole bunch, girl. Okay?
No, they don't.
No. So give them one more chance before you give up on Chicago. Jeff Gilbert tweets, I don't think we should worry about nation building because this administration is interested in new world building.
Yeah. And nation killing.
Yep. From anti-Faucist, Avenatti going to jail just raises his value to the left. It's probably
he's sent
true.
for 2.5 years. I mean, I haven't read the full sentence, so I don't know when he can get out on parole, but what he spends maybe, 6 to 10 months in prison.
Mm-hmm. Probably. Then he's out. Did he lose his license? Did he get disbarred?
I don't know. I didn't read the full.
That'd be interesting to see if he got disbarred. This is an interesting story. There is a man who claims that he died for 23 minutes and then was pulled into the depths of hell where he saw a pit of burning bodies. Now, it happened quite a while ago, but he's speaking about his ordeal right now and promoting a new book. But he told the Christian broadcaster TCT Network that he had an out-of-body experience. And when he woke up in the middle of the night to get a drink. He said his body, he was pulled from his body. So I guess his spirit was pulled out of his body and dragged to hell through a long, dark tunnel. He said it was getting hotter, and I landed on a stone floor in a prison cell in hell. There were stone walls. Bars. It was more like a dungeon, a filthy, stinking, smoke-filled dungeon that he said there were various degrees or punishments and that he was kept in isolation, adding that the stench of hell is the most foul, putrid, disgusting odor. Huh.
Wait, he got up in the middle of the night to get a drink of water?
Yeah, and then he was pulled into hell, and it was foul, putrid, and disgusting. did he just wind up in San Francisco for the weekend? That's what I think happened to him. I think he took a wrong turn, and he wound up in San Francisco. And he didn't realize it was San Francisco at night. That's all.
Either that or he needs to clean up his house. Take the trash out, bro.
Very strange.
That's
very strange. I've never heard a near-death experience quite like that. It is. It's really interesting. There are phone numbers that you can call. Really a fascinating story about phone numbers.
Really?
Yeah. Yes. Apparently, you put in a series of numbers. In this case, like 10. Okay. And a phone will ring in another location.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're holding on to a phone type of device, you'll be able to talk to that person in the other location.
Okay, but it's actually 11 if you have to dial the 1, right?
Well, if you had to dial the 1.
And you got to dial 9 to get out. In some cases, 12. Niner.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Nobody dials a 1 anymore, do they?
Not with a cell phone, no. But if you have a landline, yes. Yes, you do.
Again, nobody has a landline.
No, but I don't.
I don't either.
Do you? Keith, you have a landline at home?
We just got rid of ours.
Did you really?
So
that's amazing how many people have gotten. And when that first started happening, I thought, wow, don't you, just in case? But then the telemarketers kind of eliminated the just in case for us because that's all who called it.
Well, the last time we had a landline was through the cable company.
Oh, and they bundle it so that it's cheaper.
And it's not really a landline.
Yeah.
It's just a separate internet line from the cable company.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't had cable in forever now. So.
For us, it was the kids all have a cell phone now. And so nobody needs a landline because everybody's. It'd be helpful, though, if the kids would, turn their ringers on. Okay.
Sounds like that might be an issue.
Might be. An issue. I mean, why would you carry the phone?
We'll just text them,
right?
If the sound is down on the phone, never mind. I'm gonna get parenting tips from Jeffy.
All right, this is kind of interesting. Then we'll take your calls because it is Free Speech Friday. Barry Diller, do you know who Barry?
I do.
Diller is big movie executive,
entertainment mogul.
Yes. He made his name in the film industry. Chairman and CEO of not one but two Hollywood studios, Paramount and then 20th Century Fox.
He's follically challenged more than Keith.
Oh, right, nice.
Barry Diller, yeah.
I can't think of who he is or anything. And by the way, what does it take to be labeled a mogul? Can Jeffy and I qualify for that title as well?
Come
on. Jeffy could be a mogul, a website mogul. What's the guy's name again?
Barry Diller.
Barry Diller. I got to look him up. Follically challenged.
In an exclusive interview with NPR, he declared the movie business is over.
Oh, wow.
I mean, apparently he's been listening to Chewing the Fat.
Apparently, yeah. I'm guessing
hasn't?
it's like day and night he probably listens.
As well
as
and everyone else.
Oh, that's a great idea. So when you're not listening to atthemikeshow.com, you actually should listen to every Jeffy episode, Chewing the Fat, just on your earbuds while you're sleeping, just rolls into the next episode. Can you imagine Jeffy in your dreams?
I can't.
Oh, yes.
Cannot imagine
I'm going to try this.
Take me anywhere with you.
I'm not going to try this.
Tempting, but no. He declared the movie business as before is finished and will never come back. That's pretty definitive.
Yeah. I'm going today. Black Widow.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah.
So that's out now.
Today.
Yeah.
Is it also on demand?
I don't know. If I find out it was, I'm going to be angry that I'm going to a theater.
I bet it is. I'll bet it's on HBO Max or...
No, that'd be a Disney thing, right?
A Disney thing? Oh, yeah. Disney would charge for it if they have it. So it's not quite the same. Like last week. Was it last weekend that the Tomorrow War debuted?
On Prime.
With Chris Pratt.
Everybody thought it was supposed to happen on Saturday or Sunday. They dropped it on Friday. It was, okay, let's go.
There it was. And I just happened to pass by it, and I thought, wait, that's out now? And it's free with your, well, it's not free. It's
on Prime.
It's included with your Prime, Amazon Prime subscription. And it's pretty good.
I enjoyed it. It was
good.
a fun ride, yeah.
But it is sad to drive by all these movie theaters and see the empty parking lot now.
Yeah.
You know, some of them have a few cars in there. Maybe they're showing, I don't know what they're showing.
Cartoons or
something.
Like
Cartoons.
some kid or something. But you know what, though? That's a good place to teach your kid how to drive now. It's
Yes.
a movie theater parking
Yes.
lot. I'm just seeing Disney Plus. It does have it available for $30
Okay, there you
through
go. Yeah,
Premier
you can get it.
Access.
Yeah, there you go.
That's another level of Disney Plus.
$30. Jeez. Well, if your whole family watches it, that's cheaper than the movie
I
theater.
mean, I saw the interview with Pratt talking about the Tomorrow War, and he was, making the sale. Instead of being at the theaters, we were happy to be involved with Prime, and we wanted, if you took your whole family to the movie, it would cost you $100. Well, that covers your Prime membership right there. Well, first of all, Chris, the Prime membership is more than $100, by the way, for a year.
Is it for a year?
Yeah, it's like $129 or something like that a year.
Okay.
But he was making the sale for Prime, so good. I'm all for it.
I am too. I mean, I kind of like going out to movie theaters from time to time.
I mean, that's embarrassing that Disney puts that Black Widow out and then charges you another $30 on their streaming service.
Yeah, so
shut up.
Okay, so I think what it is you pay the extra $30 for Premier Access, which I don't know what that means, but as long as you have that, you can watch that movie as many times as you want. But this is what
after you pay the $30.
Right. So this is kind of like what you do. Like I remember, like the Huskers used to be on some really weird, like Rocky Mountain Network or whatever. That's where you call the cable company. You're like, I want to upgrade my sports package for 5 hours, basically, and then you cancel and you get the bill, and it's like, I was charged $1.58. Anyway, I think that's exactly what this is. I'd like to know what they offer on that Premier Access besides just first run movies. This might be.
I don't think. I think
no,
that's
you don't
what
get
they-
anything extra.
No, that's just what they call it.
It's just your Disney Plus.
Yeah, if you have Disney Plus,
then you can
spend
buy
the $30.
Yeah, then you buy the $30. We just did that with Cruella, which is just $30, and then you own it. You can watch it anytime you want.
This sounds like you have to keep re-upping.
I don't know. I
don't
would
think so.
imagine it's the same as they've been doing. Where if you have Disney Plus, you pay an extra $30 for these things, and then you just you own it.
Yeah,
well, that would make more sense.
That's what they keep doing. So, money grubbers.
I know.
Disney.
I know, but I love it. I'm all for the streaming to be available at any time. HBO Max, with the movies. I mean,
me too.
Prime, Netflix. I love it.
But it's kind of sad to see the movie theaters go away.
Yeah.
Anytime
I drive by and I think, I could be spending $70 on popcorn. Damn it.
And I could be sitting in a chair and have my feet in front of me on some sticky floor that my shoes are stuck to. That would be awesome. Awesome right now. For some reason, though, I view it nostalgically now. Only because it's going away.
Yeah.
And it's just yet another thing.
Yeah, it sure is.
I want to remind you that the guy here who wipes down the studio every day, which I totally understand. You're sitting in a chair.
Yeah.
That has, Jeffy's probably sat in your chair.
Ooh, please don't.
And who knows what kind of mites and bacteria are living in the cushions and stuff.
They're going to freak me out completely.
I'm going to have a great time at the theater myself today, thinking about that.
Ever since COVID-19, I've become this germaphobe.
See, I've gone the other way.
Really?
Isn't that weird?
That is weird.
I was the freak, and now I'm just like...
now I'm the freak.
Whatever.
All right, let me tell you about Keeps. You got a million reasons to be stressed out these days. You don't have to be stressing about a receding hairline or huge bald spots.
Wait, what?
Whatever the case may be.
To the wrong guy.
I think you pointed at both of us.
Receding hairline is pointing to the wrong guy. You got a hairline back to here. I don't know if you're aware of that.
I am not. I am not aware.
Somebody
of that.
fetch a mirror for this guy.
Yeah. Keep your fire aimed that way. I like it.
The good news is Keeps can help. Keeps offers the same doctor-recommended, FDA-approved hair loss treatment, but the generic versions, so you pay about half the cost. It's a great deal. And the other thing you're going to love, you just do it online. You don't have to go to the doctor's office. You don't have to go to a pharmacy. Just do it all from the comfort and privacy of your couch or, your chair, your bed, whatever. And go online, answer a few questions at keeps.com, snap a few pictures and post those, and then a licensed doctor reviews all that and gets back to you with the right hair loss treatment for you. They'll ship it right to your door, and you just get started. We'll get you started with a special offer from Keeps. Go to KEEPS.com, keeps.com/Pat, and get 50% off your first order of hair loss treatment. That's keeps.com/Pat for 50% off.
You're listening to Pat Gray Unleashed.
Let's go to Tony in California. Hey, Tony, you're on the Blaze.
Hey, Pat. Hey, Keith and Jeffy. I love you guys' show.
Thank you.
I just called in on the Free Speech Friday thing. How's this for free speech? On a post, it was like a local news article about going door to door for the vaccines. And my father commented on that post. He said, if going door to door to ensure people have received the vaccine isn't a dictatorship, then I don't know what is. And kind of below that text, he posted that scene from Remember the Titans.
Yeah.
He says, this is not a democracy. This is a dictatorship. If you survive camp, you will make the team if you survive.
Right.
And I just thought that was kind of a little bit weird that they removed his post, being that that's a movie about civil rights.
Yeah.
You know,
they removed that?
So Facebook did take it off, though. They took it down.
Yes, they said your comment goes against community standards.
My gosh.
Only you can see it.
Wow. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot, Tony. Speaking of lack of freedom of speech, wow, these social media platforms are so oppressive.
They sure are.
They are such fascists. That's just amazing.
Got Trump going after him now, though. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see. Not Moose in Arizona. Hey, you're on the Blaze. Hi.
Yeah, hey.
Hey.
So about the Galvatron scene.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's a very powerful scene for several reasons. One of which is that Unicron, who Alex Jones is trying to take place of in this analogy, he is ultimate destruction. He is evil beyond evil because he is there just to destroy.
Right.
All right. Glenn would be Megatron, according to Alex, which is funny because he's the bad guy.
Okay.
And he gets destroyed. Unicron remakes him in order to take care of the one thing that can destroy Unicron. Which that whole thing was made up entirely to discontinue the first generation of toys.
So this is a really complex discussion
There's
of
a
the
lot to unpack
Transformers.
there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm with you, sort of.
I could literally 10 minutes on this if you got bored enough.
I don't know if that's possible.
If you'd like to know more on this, my son Maximus is an expert.
Yeah, on
Transformers. Yes. Yeah. He is a world-class expert on this. I'm not doubting
Thanks, man.
anything
Appreciate
that
it.
you've said, but Maximus is definitely an expert on the subject.
Huh. Bobby in Oklahoma. Hi, you're on the Blaze.
Hi.
Hi.
This is for Jeffy. I just wanted to tell you, Jeffy, the next time they start talking about your weight, you tell them that you are just not as thin as you used to be. Okay?
Right? That's good advice, Bobby. Thank you.
It doesn't really
Appreciate
make me
it.
feel better. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
I thought you was going to go somewhere else.
I thought so, too.
You just tell them you're not as thin as you used to be. Yes, I'm a fatty. You bet I'm a fatso. But
That's not what
I'm
she
just
said, though.
not really as thin as I used to be.
That's not what.
Which means that, yes, I am fat, they say.
Yeah, she's
That's
okay.
not what she said.
I'm a fatty, fatso. But that's none of your beeswax.
She just helped us fat affirm Jeffy, is all that was.
I love it.
She's a helper.
But thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
No, it means a lot.
And on her behalf, I'm going to say it. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You're welcome, Jeffy. 'Cause, if that doesn't make you feel good going into the weekend, I don't know what will.
Thank you.
Right? I don't know what
you.
will. Charles in Ohio, you're on the Blaze.
Hey, I think you guys are really missing the importance of this Biden Lightfoot meeting that happened in Chicago. I mean, Biden's the first white guy that she's met with in years.
No, that's right.
That is a good point.
That is right. Thanks, Charles. Good point.
Yeah, what did she say recently? I don't know if she said that 99% of the criticism she gets is because she's a black
she's
woman.
black.
Yeah, because she's black.
Black
Yeah.
woman.
Yeah.
And that's why she's also just talking to black or women report. I don't.
It's not because she's a total buffoon.
That's right.
Correct.
Nothing
that
to
has
do with
nothing
that.
to do with it. It's not because she's an absolute hypocrite. It's not because she's done a disastrous job as mayor of Chicago. None of that has anything to do with it. And it's 99% because she's a black woman.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. 888-900-3393. Yesterday we played that gay men's chorus.
Oh, that was fun, right?
That was fun. Yeah, that was really fun. It was an important message to the chorus family, and I don't know. Can we play just a little snippet to remind people of?
As we celebrate Pride and the progress we've made over these past years, there's still work to be done. So to those of you out there who are still working against equal rights, we have a message for you.
San Francisco Gay Men's Chorus.
You think we're sinful?
Oh, jeez.
You fight against our rights. You say we all lead lives you can't respect. But you're just frightened.
No, I'm not.
You think that we'll corrupt your kids if our agenda goes unchecked.
See,
just this once, you're correct.
Oh, what?
We'll convert your children.
Yeah, jeez.
Happens bit by bit, quietly and subtly, and you will barely notice it. You can keep them from disco. Warn about San Francisco. Make him wear pleated pants, we don't care. We'll convert your children. We'll make them tolerant and fair.
All right, so I can't take it anymore.
That's the most offensive word in the whole thing. Fair.
Yeah. They think they're so clever there.
I know.
And they're going to fall back on,
yeah, we're just saying that we're going to make them, tolerant and fair. That's all we're saying. We're not really saying they're going to be homosexuals.
Really? All right. So, again, if I sing a song about your conversion therapy, that I'm going to convert your children and your partner, and I'm going to, and it's going to be conversion therapy to bring you back to heterosexualism, that's going to be okay. If I do that tongue in cheek and so cleverly, will you just laugh with me on that?
By the way, I had several gay listeners of the Pat Gray Unleashed program reach out to me yesterday to tell me that they were not happy with that.
Really? Good. They shouldn't
Some
be.
of the words they used, they were not on board with this whatsoever.
I think they got such a backlash on this that they took it private, right? I don't think you can get it now.
Correct.
But they say, Dear Chorus family, the far-right conservative media found our message video and have taken it as their cause. This has all happened in the last 24 hours, and it continues to pick up steam. They've taken the lyrics out of context. No, we didn't.
Really?
We caught your cute little, we know what you said. It is obvious that tongue-in-cheek humor is lost on many. Yes, just like if I was doing the conversion therapy song, that tongue-in-cheek humor would be taken out of context and it would be lost on you. As a result, we have seen the user comments on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram become increasingly alarming.
Oh, right. Okay.
Have you?
We feel the first action we must take is to keep everyone involved with the chorus and the making of this video safe, is to turn off the video to private. We will always accept others who may hold different values. Really? Will you? But when violence is their choice of expression. Since 1969, we have not backed down. After decades of children being indoctrinated and taught intolerance for anyone who is other, from using the Bible, okay. I can't.
I know.
I just can't. I can't.
You only have 5 more minutes to make it through here.
That's unbelievable.
Oh, then you got another show. Never mind.
Okay. I'm not even going to. I'm just done with
It'll
it.
just get lost.
Yeah.
It'll get lost in the
Take it out of context.
Yeah.
Right.
4.5 minutes.
So we'll just skip it.
For animal videos?
We'll just
that'll make you feel good.
Let's show this whale breach.
This
you said
whale
it's
breach.
spectacular.
It
There's
is.
a
Just listen to it. Pop this audio
spectacular
up. Yeah.
whale breach here.
Yes.
Coming your way. Whoa!
Listen. That is awesome.
That is awesome.
That is awesome.
Do that again from the top.
And listen to how the whale just keeps on squealing or
Yeah.
whatever it's doing. Sonar stuff.
Here it goes. That's like Rodan and Godzilla, isn't it?
Yeah.
That sounds kind of like that.
Okay.
Sounds kind of like that.
Corby's bursting my bubble right now. Yes, I know that they make that sound underwater. You can't hear it outside of the water? What? Okay.
No, it was added.
He says it was added. That hurts my
Was
feelings.
it?
It feels like it was.
The whale sound that we just heard from the whale was added?
That breaks my heart.
Oh, it's actually this sound. Then.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's the real sound.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why they overdubbed it with the other stuff. That was ridiculous.
Because they want people to be aware of what happens to whales when they have too much plastic in them.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the sound that they make.
But we can agree that the video from start to finish was awesome.
Sure.
Right?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay,
Sure.
good. I got to have something to lean on there.
Because I've never seen a whale jump out of the water before.
Yeah.
You ever jumped out of a bathtub?
Whoa.
What?
What is, I think what he's saying there.
I'm just not as thin as
Jeffy.
I used to be.
There, you used it. It worked. He's just not as thin as he used to be.
Fatifer.
Mm-hmm.
I love you.
Plus, we just got a really cool and don't. Got this cool, helpful chart.
Oh, yes. Somebody figured it out. Talking about water and deaths and stuff.
The number of people who drown by falling into a pool correlates almost exactly with the number of films Nicolas Cage has appeared in.
Look at that. That's uncanny.
Here's the chart. Look at that.
That's awesome.
The numbers don't lie.
Thank you. Look at that.
That's incredible.
So, in
That
other
is
words,
incredible.
Nicolas Cage is responsible for death by drowning in a pool.
Apparently. Yeah, apparently.
I mean, that nearly is just
That's
a
funny.
straight up overlay.
Thank you, Professor Joe Galt, for that. Because I had no idea, but now we know.
I know. I was
Now we
kind
know.
of like Nicolas Cage with now.
Now you're upset with him, right?
Yeah.
Because he's responsible.
The Nicolas Cage death count. The
it's certainly not
the
close
carnage.
It's not close to the Clinton count, but
still,
if you're getting a count,
frightening.
Yeah,
it's frightening.
Have you ever seen Bill Clinton and NicolasAge together
I
in the
haven't.
same room?
I have never seen him.
No.
888-900-3393. Also, yet another instance where a man can't say a woman is attractive.
Right.
This happened in a tennis match. Tennis legend Boris
At
Becker.
Wimbledon, right? It's going on right now.
Is this a Wimbledon event?
Wimbledon's still happening, yeah.
Okay. He actually comments on one of the players' fiancées, and listen to what he says to objectify this woman. There she is.
That's Fushwitz's fiancée. My name is Annette Bourgemenier.
Okay.
If you're a tennis player, always good to have a partner called Annette.
Annette. Does a little joke there.
Annette.
Chris do say they have the most beautiful women in Hungary. I wouldn't know that, but
Here's Boris
she's
Becker.
certainly very pretty.
Oh no! Whoa! Boris Becker just determined that woman was very pretty.
What?
Can't have
Lock
that.
him up.
Can't have that.
Well, he's just objectified
Plus,
a woman.
he's also, I've said it for years.
Whoa.
Eastern Bloc women are the front runners of beauty.
Oh, shoot, we're out of time.
Your websites, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, no.
on the Blaze Radio Network.